official tweet is out. Everybody go like, subscribe, hit that bell. That's YouTube. That's not right. What a beautiful pace truck. Got the pace truck kitted out for recovery. If need be, a car gets stuck out on track, it is the pace truck's duty. It is the pace truck's duty to get any trucks unstuck, and if need be, get them back to pit lane. As they're about to finish one. First pace lap about done for these guys. Only got 2 more left. This is the chance and the opportunity to get out those nerves, to shake loose all of those jitters, to go green flag racing. Get rid of the map for these pace laps so you guys can see the wonderful cars. As the pace truck gets a little squirrely coming out of one. Listening to driver's radio at the moment, and they're still pretty jittery. The I Heart New York 200 logo on the door of this truck. Beautifully done by Big Bo. They're going through the second to last corner for their pace lap number 2. Just 1 more left, and then we'll go green flag racing here. Drivers getting heat in their tires, trying to save fuel. Tires and fuel are going to be shredded on these trucks here at this track. Next time by, the call has been given. Safety truck went a little wide and won there. Driver's radio already getting pretty quiet as they prep themselves to go green flag this time by as they head through the S's and down the back straight. I'm gonna jump on board here with stripes up front. Up on board with the gameplay camera. Simple design, but it looks great. He's missing a few logos, but I'll yell at him for that later. Not the biggest field here this evening, but I can guarantee you there is going to be some great battles nevertheless. Alright, drivers about to start doubling up behind the pace truck. Pace truck will pull off before pit entrance. So here we are. Drivers are doubled up. You know when you're about to head to one, or into the last corner. Green, green, green. All drivers are green. There they go. V8's rumbling down the front straight. Across the line. Into one they go. Sorry for the audio issue there. Still side by side with LSM Stripes. And I believe that's Fatal on the outside of Stripes there. We'll jump on board as Diablo gets around him through turns 2 up the S's. Got a great run through that section. As we'll jump back in the pack with Mr. Watts here as he is in the middle of a scuffle. It's there nose to tail about heading through the bus stop. This is going to be a real sketch as they're accordioning quite nicely like I thought they would, but all drivers seem to have made it through. As I say that, Watts gets a little pushed wide. Getting squirrely under, braking through the bus stop. Little arrow issue there with him, according to driver's radio. Looking to the inside of Darkside. Darkside brakes late, going a little wide in the second to last corner there. Make sure they're on the left, final turn. All drivers get super close to that wall there. We'll head back up front to the battle for the lead as LSEM Stripes got a great launch on the green flag now, just kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. He had a great run through practice, so I called it. He's the one to watch here. He's just going to keep pulling and keep pulling. He's going to have to either make a mistake or pull a caution, have one of the other guys jump him on a restart, but I predict he's just going to keep going and going. We'll jump back for the battle in second and third at the moment with Diablo and Fatal in the 22 machine. As there are 2 laps officially into this race. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of an extended caution green flag window, but nevertheless. Alright, just 3 laps down so far in this 80-lap race. And everybody is still green flag running. These trucks are actually very tricky to drive here, so drivers pushing real hard as Type RS gets squirrely on the uphill, doing well to avoid any of the other drivers, as I believe that was Watts and Country made their way through. That was Country. No, that was the 19 of Trojan as Darkside brakes late into the bus stop on the outside of Type. Couldn't get the pass done there. Looked real racy indeed. Up scenario. Apologize. As we'll go up. Oh, I went back. Go up. We'll ride on board with Bo as he is battling with his teammate right now out on track. The 88 and the 98. Both team trucks, but they're racing pretty hard with Mr. Watts right on their 6. Bo looks to the inside of turn 1, a little bit of bumping and wiggling. As they're still side by side heading up the S's. They're not doing each other any favors with Mr. Watts right there. Oh, they get super close to the wall. Little quarter panel tap Watts to Bo in the 88. Bo collecting it nicely as Mr. Watts heading on the inside down to the bus stop here. Can he get the pass done? Bo gets squeezed incredibly tight through the bus stop. Too wide through the bus stop. Amazing driving between Watts and Big Bo, but they're letting Country get away out in front and allowing Trojan to pull up to this track, this battle here on track. This pack right here is what we came to watch. Oh, as it looks like, watch the rear ends of those trucks wiggle under as they're trying to put as much power down as possible coming out of these corners. Still side by side between Bo and Watts. Watts on the outside. Bo has the line to make the pass, and he's out front for the moment, but Watts is still there on his outside quarter panel through the S's, the uphill S's. The trucks get super light here, especially with someone on your tailgate, as they do a marvelous job of keeping the trucks under control at the top of the hill. Look at the wiggle as they head down the back straight. These guys heavy on the brakes as Trojan goes around the inside through the bus stop. Oh, not giving Watts any room through the bus stop there. As now there is a gap between Trojan and the teammates of Bo and Country, as Mr. Watts now has a lot of ground to make up between these guys. I'll turn Mr. Gamer Tags back on so we know who's who, as there's Trojan Man heading through the last corner with Mr. Watts, who we are riding on board with, across the line. As Trojan and Watts will tailgate bump into turn one. They do well to come back out on track pretty much in a safe manner, still side by side. Hello everybody just joining us. We are officially 6 laps in. Oh, as time gets squirrely heading down the back straight towards the bus stop, as Smokes very squirrely trying to avoid a collision between the two. But the yellow flag is out at the moment. Yeah, there was a tailgate tap in turn one between, I think that was Trojan and Mr. Watts. Both went off track and came back on track in a safe manner, so I'm not sure if it was really caution worthy, but it was kind of borderline in spectate view. Yeah. Pit lane is closed. This is the first caution. First caution with Stripes still out in front. Stripes still out in front, so somebody's got to make a move on Stripes in order to keep him from getting away as Black CR1 leads the field around. Drivers plotting pit strategies through driver radio at the moment, so we'll see who dives in early or who stays out, because the infamous thing is cautions bring caution. So if you go in now, you can eventually go back out to green flag racing and then another caution will come out, and those drivers will have to come in. That is the strategy, so you move up in field with tires and fuel on board and not really losing time to do so. Or you could stay out and possibly have an advantage in track space if it goes longer than green flag running. So we'll see who dives into pit lane at the moment, as a good majority of the field, teammates Fatal, Big Bo, both come in. And I believe the only ones that stayed out are Diablo and Stripes. The guys up front are the drivers who are staying out, which is quite impressive. So we'll see who comes out on top on strategy at the moment. It's very interesting indeed. Now, was that the decision you would have made in chat? Let me know. You think these two drivers are going to come out on top? I mean, we all saw the green flag run, and they did all pretty well. So we'll see if this green flag is more aggressive than the start of the race. I mean, we're only a handful of laps in at this point, essentially. So sorry, listening to driver's radio as the field comes to catch the pace truck as they're heading through the bus stop at the moment. So our paces are just like the green flag run at the beginning of the race. So even though that we're under caution, when they go green from here, when they go green flag, yes, when they go green flag, they will be doubled up on the restart. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. Got one car straggling back there as he comes up the field. Same Stripes taking the right-hand side. Everybody filed up behind him quite nicely. The pace truck will pull off. Right on board with Stripes. Green flag, green flag, green flag for all drivers. Riding on board with Stripes as we head down the front straight. And then heavy braking into turn one, still too wide, 4 rows deep. Car's getting a little squirrely in the mid-pack as everyone is pointing in the right direction. Oh, that looks like some damage through that section. I'm not sure who survived and who didn't. Let's check telemetry at the moment. Let's see if anybody's got any damage. I don't think any drivers have damage. I don't believe anybody has damage at the moment. That's black. We don't need to watch it. As all drivers are involved in the incident have no severe damage, so we will stay green flag at the moment. We'll bring the map back up so everybody can see who is who and where they are out on track. Oh, look at that, with a Big Country and Watts getting locked together in the last corner, allowing Darkside and Type RS to make their way by all the way up into 5th and 6th place as Type looks up the outside of Darkside. Couldn't quite get the pass done there, but he tries to do an over-under on Darkside as Darkside takes the whole road in his truck as Type goes around the outside into turn 2, up the S's, makes the pass there. We're right on board with him as Watts looks up the outside. Oh, as Watts gets collected there a little bit from bump drafting as they are heavy into the brake zone, into the bus stop as they file in like a herd of sheep through a gate. That is amazing driving as they were 3 wide at one point down that back straight. Just right on board with Big Country. He's in the middle of this as Watts getting real squirrely as he's heading through the carousel. Yeah, a lot of these guys are pushing real hard. Yeah, some of these guys have already laid down some pretty impressive moves, especially in these trucks. They're insanely hard to drive, these trucks. The brakes are horrible, there's no turn-in, there's absolutely no aero package for these machines, and they're making it stick. Darkside getting real wide out there. Does well to come back in on track in a safe location at a safe speed. This will ride up front. But there is a 3-car train trying to hunt down LSCM Stripes, who is out in front, kind of just in his own world at the moment, as it is Diablo, Fatal, and Big Bo in second, third, and fourth here on grid. Kind of pulling away from that midfield. I guess the rear of the field now at this point. These guys are midfield. As Stripes is out there in a league of his own. We'll rock the replay cams for now. Get rid of that map so we can have a full spectate of what's going on. See the distance Stripes has on the rest of the field, even though they were all together just 2 laps ago. A little bit of a lock up there from Diablo and his purple machine. His invisible glass machine. Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me, Magic. So Bo's getting left behind a little bit from these two. I don't know if he had a... Yeah, Stripes is pretty OP, but he's a wizard. I don't know if you've watched any of our GT stuff, but he's fast boy. Like, he is fast boy. I've known Stripes a long time. He's been fast boy. A lot of smoke that are coming from Trojan as he gets through the carousel. Head on board with Darkside at the moment. He has a little bit of a scuffle there with one of the other cars with Watts. Yeah, I'm going to call it yellow on that. Darkside and somebody else who I didn't quite see spun off in second to last corner. Oh no. That's a bummer. Broke his controller. As Darkside's truck as Darkside's controller snapped. Just straight broke his stick is what I'm hearing, and took out one of the drivers, so he is done for the day. Probably off to the Walmarts to pick a new one up as the... Yeah, Darkside, you can do that. If you spot something that I don't, inform me. I'm going to be muted, but let me know I can still hear. Yeah, indeed. Smoke's getting a little rough. Right on board with stripes. It was second caution here. Reset my. This is round 2 of the NASCAR Truck Series. So, first round was at Daytona 2 weeks ago. Last weekend was our GT and Formula E Series, and then this weekend is 200 miles at Watkins Glen. Next weekend, though, is NASCAR Trucks as well at Homestead. Yo. So that's going to be a fun one to watch. We got a lot of drivers showing up for that one. So we should have a pretty decent-sized field for that oval. As well as next weekend's NASCAR truck race at Homestead. We also have our support series, which is midday, which is our Formula E series. That'll be Formula E at Hockenheim. Hockenheim short. A lot of cars came back in pit lane. As Diablo stays out? Did Diablo just stay out? Diablo stayed out. Now, this is just between you and me. We're gonna pull up his telemetry and see what his tires and fuel are at. Oh, he's actually doing not too bad on tires and fuel at the moment. But all those drivers coming out with brand new tires and fresh fuel in their tanks. But maybe he's predicting something that we don't. We'll see how his strategy plays. This leaves Stripes at a great disadvantage as there's a couple cars out in front of him now. Bo and Country, teammates with CPS Diablo out in front. We'll see how that... We'll see. This is gonna be an interesting one here. Alright, that'll be 17. Green flag will fly this time by. Diablo will take the right side as well. I love that rumble of the camera as they go rolling by. So I am now going to head into driver's chat. Let me know when you're heading into the last corner. Green flag, green flag, green flag. And there, green flag across the line. 3 wide into turn 1. They're in the second row with Bo on the outside. A little bit of bumping and rubbing going on in the mid-pack there as Diablo is pushed wide into 1 with Fatal on his inside. Both the Trojan boys. Holy cow, that was a move by the Trojan boys. Fatal and Trojan now up into first and third. That is a great start from them. Fatal up in front once again. A very known spot of his. We're gonna actually ride on board. There's some drifting going on through the carousel. Bumping and rubbing too. As Big Bo and Country get shuffled back to third and fourth as they were in second and third. So these are 2 teams actually battling for championship points too at the moment between Country and Bo and Fatal and Trojan Man. So their positions matter, especially now that both of them are up front. You don't want to give too much room because Stripes in 8th place is now in traffic. It looks like he had a bit of an instant there on that restart, putting him back a little bit, but now he's got space to put his head down, clear his mind, and drive his pace. So we're going to head up front once again to the battle as Fatal starting to walk away from Diablo up front. So we'll actually let them have at it as we're on board with the front car of the train of Diablo. Big Bo. Good lord. GC Watts back there challenging, I believe it's Trojan for 5th place at the moment. Trojan not letting Watts off easy. Really giving him a hard time for that position, as he should. Voice is going to be gone. On board with Bo as he's heading up through the S's. Fatal up in front, with Diablo reeling him right back in. Pace truck. As Fatal and Diablo are now tailgate to bumper, as Bo in clean air has the opportunity and the pace to catch them, but I don't know if he's got the pace to pass them. Right on board with CPS or LSCM Stripes as he's made his way around Trojan. Trojan looks like he had a bit of an issue at some point. Oh, Smokes. He made it around Smokes. Trojan is the driver in front of Stripes. So we're right on board with Trojan as Stripes reels him in. As Watts looks like he made it around Trojan as well. He must have missed that a lap or two ago. Hang on to the back of Mr. Watts and Big Country. Ooh! Scuffing the wall. Carrying a lot of speed down that back straight, so braking point really matters through the bus stop. As you can see, Stripes really laying down the rubber as he's heading in through the bus stop right behind him, reeling in Trojan at an incredible pace through the twisty bits there. Now about to make a move on him on the outside. Trojan trying to make his truck as big as possible as Stripes looks up the inside of Sir Trojan. Trojan carrying speed through the outside, not allowing Stripes by in that corner as Stripes is pushing him through the last corner down the front straight. Not wanting to lose any more positions to achieve the greater team points. As Stripes is not affiliated with any of the teams here this weekend. As Stripes around the outside of Trojan at the moment. So close together. Trojan's got the line for the bus stop. That is not going to stop Stripes from making the pass under the braking zone through the bus stop. Oh, this is a Watson Country really pushing it through the carousel, going wide there. A little bit of squirreliness coming out. See, oh, there's like a little bump in there. Heading to the second to last corner. as those two are attached to each other's bumper at the moment. You see Stripes back there now on the hunt for these two. So we're gonna move up, as the front three are evenly spaced out at the moment. Oof. Watts got the lead over Big Country at the moment, as they're literally door to door through turn one. So we're right on board with this battle as they... Oh, they're riding the outside wall as Stripes now catches him as he's gonna make it 3 wide up the hill. Blocking the... grabbing the wall as they both go up the hill. Not sure who got the better of that deal at the moment. Yeah, this was a very ballsy move, but he's got the speed as between the battle with them at the moment, allowing Trojan to catch up. So there's another dice to add to the fire. Watts out in front of these guys. Country going left on track to guard against the inside line as Stripe says, I don't even care, and goes around the outside of Country through the braking zone. Got great pace into the brake zones and in the twisty bits. Passing both Trojan and Country. Stripes looking at Watts like he's a tub of meat. So we're right on board with Watts. Maybe Watts won't allow him to make the move. Fatal up front on driver's radio, getting bored up front. Better keep his wits about him, because Diablo's there. Oh, I forgot to start the timer too. Eek. Eek. Diablo on his 6, and Bo just a little bit further back as Stripes now made it past Watts. We blinked and Stripes made it by. So from that last restart, Stripes has made it from 8th place all the way up to 4th and is now hunting that front pack. Hopefully he can drag Watts with him as they head up to that battle ahead of them on track. As a mirror goes flying through turn 2. I don't know if you saw that. See the distance that those leaders are pulling. Pulling the rest of the field. This series, all it needs is just more drivers. Because you can see the battles that are happening are just so intense. Doesn't matter where you're at on track. Look at these three, they're pushing so hard at the moment. And then you have the speed freak of Stripes and 4th place going from 8th to 4th in what is 8 laps. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. With CPS Diablo taking a wild ride at the top of the hill. Yellow flag flies once again. It looks like Twitch from the 97 machine. That's 97 machine. Yeah, it twitched from the rear end of his car, put him in the wall. there's too much damage to his car. As our pace car's probably sleeping at the moment. As Diablo goes in pit lane. As Diablo... Not necessarily. It's not every other week. If you go to our website, there's all the schedule there, or if you're part of our Discord, I can post a link to our Discord, and you can check out the schedule in our series Discords there. It's basically scheduled kind of staggered between events, but due to the series being so short, it's not always going to be that way. But for whatever reason, this week and next week are back-to-back NASCAR main events, which is our Sunday night events. Let me see if I can afford a link to our Discord channel for you. Actually, I'll do this instead. We'll do this instead. Oops. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially the ovals. The ovals are a blast. Alright, so I just posted a link to our, that's our actual webpage for the NASCAR trucks. If you wanted to give that a look. You don't need to actually register to the website, but you do need to give your gamertag information under the registration tab for the particular series. We love speedy boys. As this time by, all drivers go into pit lane. I don't think anybody really stayed out. Oh, Stripes stayed out. I believe that was Stripes and Trojan stayed out. This is caution number 3 on lap 28 of 80. Twenty-seven. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I tried not to schedule things during Torah events and such, but we stated this series before the announcement of the Le Mans series, so it is what it is. If dates clash, I mean, we're a small league, so we don't really take huge priority or shun people. What happens in IRL is far more important than esports to us, and we know we're... Oh, I wasn't given... I didn't hear that you guys were going green this time by. Apologies. See, Bo, I barely even heard that because everyone was chattering. As well as me chatting it up with the actual Twitch chat, too. Well, I was going to do that when you guys go green. I was going to see if I can get a hold of black. Oh, yeah. The ovals are pretty easy, but the last road course at Sonoma is probably going to need a bit of practice for these machines. Yeah. Alright. Green flag, green flag, green flag. All cars green. As they head down the front straight once again. Listen to that roar. Beautiful. That's a yellow. Yeah, that's a yellow. Yeah. Hits are open once again. Yellow flag on lap 30. Definitely sign up. I mean, these guys are having a lot of fun. A little bit of a cluster right there on that restart. But once they go green flag, they're definitely having a ball. These things are a lot of fun to drive too. I was running with them in practice in my truck car. The door-to-door action is just thrilling. Copy. Can we have a nice long green flag run, guys? Because I really need to pee. What's up, Brixit? How you guys doing? No, you can sign up. These are all of our series are open registration, so you can join whenever and however you want, as long as you abide by registration rules. I'd love to have you, Brixit. It was fun running with you in our Michelin Pilot. as we're going to go green flag this time by. Drivers are getting all lined up. The only ovals are Homestead and Daytona. Green flag, green flag, green flag! This Trojan got a great run to restart there. Side-by-side action going on there in the back between, I couldn't see that was Country and somebody else. I believe that was Country and Stripes? Maybe Type? Country and Type? Not sure. Yeah, these things are a lot of fun on the ovals though, Brixit. I even think you would enjoy the ovals, especially Homestead. Homestead in these things are a ball, because there's 3 different lines that are actually effective in these trucks. And a couple of these guys have some pretty awesome tunes set up for that track as well, if you wanted to hit them up for any suggestive tunes. If you're really curious about any of the ovals or stuff, you can check out our preseason race on YouTube, or I don't know if it's archived on my Twitch. I don't know if I saved it or not. But you can check it out there. It was a great race. This battle in front of Stripes at the moment is getting wild between Diablo. Oh, the Trojan guy is getting a little I don't really want to say what I was going to say because the innuendo would have been too perfect. Too perfect. Invisible glass. CPS Diablo machine up the inside through the S's, making it stick as he gets a little rough exit with Fatal now tucked right in between him and Stripes as Diablo gets super close to that inside wall. As they're about to, oh, they almost went 3 wide through the carousel there. And there, it's like I'm watching Blue Angels of NASCAR trucks. These guys are just so close together at the moment. That's crazy. On lap 34 of all laps. As Fatal trying to find a way around Diablo at the moment. As Bo is out in first. Tandem drifting. As they're 3 wide coming across the line there between the Trojan boys and Stripes, with Diablo right out in front of them as Watts looks around the outside of Stripes, gets the pass done as Smokes looking for it too, as they're still 3 wide as Country about to leapfrog both Smokes and Stripes, but Smokes does the smart thing and backs off there. As this battle, this pack right here is something else. Oh, they're getting real wild into the bus stop as everyone looks like they're about to survive as, oh, the 22 machine. Oh, as Watts gets a little tap from Stripes. Watts doing some Ken Block drift action as he almost hits to the full circuit. Going on between the Trojan trucks to keep Diablo and Stripes behind them as they both go wide in the last corner, allowing Stripes and Diablo by. Oh, is they... No. Oh, no, that was a dirty move by Diablo. The Forza walls strike again. Let's see if he's got any damage on board. No damage, but he's got to be mad about that. We'll have to put that one under review. Mark time at... It's that time. 91 minutes in. Awesome. Glad to hear that. I think you'll enjoy it. These guys do. I know I do. I'm not even racing. I'm excited about next weekend's Homestead race. As Stripes now making his way by Watts and Smokes as if they were stopped. As Fatal up in second place with Diablo on his tail. Bo had so much clean air by himself. He has basically just sent everybody else a postcard. So he can keep his nose clean and in between the lines. He's in a safe place, but the guys behind him have a lot to say about that. There's quite a few dual car battles going on throughout the track. Running on board with time as he's heading through the bus stop, the infamous Watkins Glen bus stop. You have the car set up just right. It loves that corner. The switchback of the bus stop. Stripes now breathing down the neck of Type RS. As they're heading into the second to last corner. Stripes looks up the inside. And now will be on the outside for the last corner, but he's got the momentum and the better of the brakes, it looks like, in his machine. And Stripes makes his way around into 6th place after the incident between him and CPS Diablo. The Forza walls, the sticky walls, are by far the most nuisance in this series. It's not so much that they're doing any favors, it's actually making it more dangerous to have sticky walls, because you're only going to collect cars around you. You know, those hot lappers will argue. There needs to be a way to turn it off, as just up the road between Trojan and Country, the battling team championship drivers, two different teams, so position doesn't really matter. As Bo and Country looking well ahead of each other's opposition. As Fatal now drops back to 3rd place. CPS Diablo out in front. Keep missing all these great passes. That's Fatal's all over the back of that invisible glass. For Ute. Getting up the S's. How squirrely and wiggly they are. Man, these things are fun to drive. Of Smokes, I'm not sure how much damage or if he had. Into the pits. Let's check. Ooh, he does have damage. Driveline damage too. That looks like he collected a wall at some point. Not sure if he's gonna go and pit this time by. Diablo is still in second. Pulled ahead of Fatal just a little bit throughout that lap. Running super close to that wall, using all the track and then some. Stripes now back up into 5th. Ahead of Trojan, now looking down the barrel at Country. We'll see how he gets this pass done. Ooh, big wiggle from Country at the top of the hill. Tail slapping the outside wall. Stripes gets a great run down the back straight. A little bit of a quarter panel tap, but everybody seems to be all right. Stripes with a ballsy move through the bus stop, but made it work. Great driving by both parties. We're going to keep it nice and clean. Paddock always promoting fast, clean racing. None of that dirty moved crap here. Well, I mean, obviously, dirty move, you can block and things, but rules of racing is one move and one move only. Country looks like he had a bit of an incident there. Had a snap and went around. So we'll see if he's got any damage on board. He doesn't. It looks like he saved it from the wall, so he's back under power. As they're swiftly starting to spread out now on the track. So we're going to actually just ride on board with Stripes. Just enjoy some Stripes racing for the time being. Over half of this race complete. Still green flag running here. As Stripes now makes his way up the field at the moment. Challenging third place here in just a few laps, if not this one. Yeah, DC'd and or backed out. I'm not sure which one. He didn't state in driver's radio. So at the moment, we're gonna determine a DC until further. And Stripes now all over the back of Fatal. Past the halfway point here. Riding on board with Stripes still. Stay on this battle for the time being. As the battles are starting to come back together. It's amazing to watch the field accordion as it does, especially machines like these. Yeah, Trojan out on field. Yellow flag is out at the lap 44. He is AFK. No comms. Pits are closed at the moment. We're well over the halfway mark, though. It was 13 laps. What happened there? Actually kind of my computer having some issues at the moment. Refresh now. Poor stream. Jugga. Oh no. Yeah, alright, got that one. Alright, well. I didn't know I was supposed to. Me too. These drivers come out of pit lane. Ooh, a little squirrely accordion effect there as they left pit lane. Stripes now back out in front. Followed by Watts in second place. I believe everybody will make it for this time by. Green flag, green flag, green flag. All cars green. As we are underway once again. Fewer cars due to DCs, but the battles are still plentiful out on track as they're 3 wide in the second row, under braking now. And I believe everybody survived turn 1. We'll see who survives turn 2. It's that type of racing here at the moment. 2 wide still as they go up the hill in a couple corners. Diablo still out in second place. Wow, 3 wide as Diablo gets forced to the outside by Stripes and Country. Big Bo that was, not Country. Get rid of that so we can pay attention to what's going on. Stripes now made his way back. Mr. Watts up front, got a great run on that restart. As Mr. Watts achieved his point. Oh, Watts, not Watts. I'm so excited as Stripes takes a little bit more than he can chew out of that last corner and his tail slaps the wall as Diablo is all over his tailgate. As Country goes straight off into turn 1. No damage though, so he must have gotten it slowed down before impact on wall. And he is back under power. The battle in question. Diablo, Stripes, and Bo fighting for that second place overall. Watts out in front, but got some hungry cars behind him. Behind that battle, just a great place to observe. Fatal was a bit of an incident, I'm assuming, at some point. Back in 6th position overall. Started this race with 10 drivers, down to 7. They say that these NASCAR truck motors blow up for a dime a dozen, so we're all about authenticity and accuracy of a series, so there's always that. Diablo is... Stripes looks up the inside of Diablo and through the bus stop, decides not to make the move there. Settles in back behind Diablo for the time being as Big Bo out in front of this battle as these guys are now in it for the haul. Oh, as Bo has a bit of an issue there as he's passed by both Diablo and Stripes going into the last corner. An incredible move by those two. As Stripes looks up the inside of Diablo through turn 1 as Bo comes back strong on the inside following Stripes' open door, capitalizing, putting Diablo down another position. And back into 4th for Diablo as they head down the main straight to the bus stop. Got the bigger brakes now as they'll all file through. Oh, as Diablo looks up the inside of Big Bo, it gets the pass done. That was an amazing move by Diablo on Bo to claim 3rd position as Bo now has the stress of not dying there, so now he's got to rally back and make another move on Diablo for that podium position. Great battle here going on. Country, who says I'm not already? Driver's radio is quite interesting. I wish I could share it, but it's not appropriate at some times. So. I'm less inclined to share.
The Paddock is the reason we drink.
That is affirmative. No, that's why I, yeah, I was gonna say, there's something a little stronger. Ooh. A little bit of an audio issue there. Froze. Trojan, you take care of family. Real life comes first. Always will. Hello, everybody joining. We are 52 laps in to an 80-lap race. Thank you for joining our stream. Taking the time to view what we do. With third place CPS Diablo, with Big Bo in fourth, Stripes making the move on those two, and now pulling away at a steady pace, hunting down Mr. Watts in his 95 machine. Yeah, best wishes, man. All turns out well. High fevers are a scary thing for little kids. I know that conversation won't make any sense to YouTube, but I'm watching chat on Twitch at the moment. As Watts doing the best he can to fend off Stripes, as it looks like Diablo is now under attack by Bo. As there's a dual battle going on here. Actually a triple battle. One for first, one for third, and one for fifth overall. As CPS Diablo heads through the bus stop with Big Bo hot on his heels. Bo gets a little squirrely coming out of the bus stop there. Losing a bit of track space. Of ground now all over the back of Type as well out on track. We'll jump on board with that battle as we'll see how Fatal will try to make up some ground. He's all over the back of Type as he breaks to the inside with a dive bombing move. Type not going to let that one go as easily as he's still all over the quarter panel. Letting him through for the uphill S's and see what he can do. The back straight can set him up for an over-under at the top of the hill. Follow the draft Type and get that win into the braking zone. Doesn't look like he's got enough oomph to get it done. Just falls in line for the time being as we head back up the front. as Stripes makes it past Watts as we were watching that battle through the bus stop there. As Stripes has been on a tear. I've lost count to how many times Stripes has had to go through this field. Had a bit of an incident there at the beginning of the race, dropped all the way back to 9th overall as Stripes goes into pit lane. Stripes in pit lane as green flag driving. I'm not sure if he had damage or not, but Watts now back out in front. As I just watched Watts' avatar. Oh, hello, Lucky. Oh, I should have known that. I remember you saying that last stream. My apologies. Back out in front. Pits cycles are about through for Stripes as he is now back out under full power. That's about a half a track for a pit stop as Watts is out in front. Diablo in second place with Bo still hot on his heels. Watts. Now Watts makes his move into pit lane under green flag conditions with 18:50 left on the green flag clock as someone else dives in right behind him, as that is Country out on track as Stripes will make his way by these two in pit lane as we'll head back out on track to the battle. With CPS Diablo claiming first as Watts went into pit lane there. As Bo doing everything he can to reel back in Diablo. Well, that is the situation you are in, Trojan. Best wishes for you and your little one. Diablo just smooth driving through the bus stop there in his invisible glass forward. As the battle between Stripes and Watts is still real. Just on the other side of the track as they're heading through turns 2 now. As they're heading down the back straight, the others are in the last corner, about to head down the front straight. Who is this? Country in 7th overall at the moment. As odd pit strategies are now starting to form back. Counting backwards from race end has already started. Who needs to pit? Who doesn't? How long can you go on fuel? How long can you go on tires? Those drivers have already calculated these things from practice sessions. So they'll see they can probably get away with one more pit stop between now and the end of the race. which I believe Stripes is going to be cutting it real close, but I believe all he needs is one more pit stop. If he gets away with one caution from here to the end of the race, I believe he'll be in prime position for lead when that caution comes back to green flag. But the way that the field is spread out at the moment, I'm not sure we're going to have a caution anytime soon. Trojan, just stick right here, watch a great show. Yeah, Fatal's doing a great job. He had a little bit of an incident on that last restart. He was goofing off and spun out. But since then, he's really put his head down. So now he's went from 5th to 4th. Now he's rocketing in 3rd. Really bringing in Big Bo. He's got to do well, man. The points championship and the team points championship are still relevant. Yes, sir. You have 14:13 left on clock. Yeah, Stripes and Mr. Watts both pit. They were both, Stripes was in the lead and then went into pit lane. And the next lap, Watts did as well with Country. So my theory is that they're actually back counting laps from the end of the race to get the maximum out of their pit strategies. I believe all 3 cars are good to go with one more pit window in this race. I think the other drivers are kind of just trying to use up as much tire as possible to confirm their end of race pit windows. But everybody will need to pit at least one more time with 23 laps remaining in this race. The next track is Homestead Oval. Oops. I gotta stop playing with the audio. There we go. Much gooder. Oof. Stay away from me, I don't want that. That stuff's nasty. Oh, Bo. That was who was that? That was Fatal. Fatal pushing really hard to catch Diablo and Bo. As Bo makes his way around Diablo. I don't know what happened to Diablo, if he had another twitch or what. As he had earlier before in this race. But now, Bo out in front of Diablo taking the lead at the moment. These guys have got to be getting somewhat low on fuel. Yeah, 32% fuel. Let's go and snoop on some cars, shall we? 32% fuel, 32% fuel. Yeah, all these guys here are running about the same strategy of fuel. Fatal pit one lap after they did, so that seems to be about right on fuel and tires. They're about half-life on tires, but they burn through a lot of fuel here. Actually, let's Stripes in them. Let's see what their fuel consumption is. They're at 60%. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, they'd be cutting it real close. I know you can do about 25, 26 laps on fuel if you're real stingy with it. So I don't know if they're trying to play the long game or... Nah, Stripes would never play the long game with fuel. Nah. Never. Yeah, the V8 is definitely a very thirsty engine. But it just sounds so good. It deserves to drink. Yeah. Well, you know, see, you say that, but in our Endurance GT Championship in Season 1, we had a few incidences where drivers were running out of fuel on the last lap. So, as it looks like, I keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Bo is going to be making his way into pit lane this time by. Back calculating his pit strategy, so Bo will go in as Diablo stays out, as does Fatal. Yeah, no, these guys are just gonna push hard until the end. There's no stopping them. As they're leaving pit lane now. 8 minutes, 40 seconds. On board with Diablo, who is returned to first place. After a pit stop from Bo, we'll see who goes in pit lane next and who will come out ahead of them. Kind of curious to see where Bo came out on track in association to... Oh, as Bo came out behind Watts and Stripes at that pit stop. So Stripes really putting on are hurting on the field at the moment. Popping up and getting there we go. Yeah, but you gotta realize if you're gonna be short shifting, that's gonna eat up tenths of your lap time. I mean, he is the faster car at the moment, out on track. But a caution could come out at any time and throw that strategy out the window. Me personally, I would play the safe maneuver. So, take a quick look. He's on board with 50% fuel. 54 and some change. 2 weeks time. Championship, 2 weeks time. Right on board with Stripes. As Diablo makes his way into pit lane at the moment from first position. Fatal now. Oh, Fatal's in pit lane as well, so both of them in pit lane. Yes, on Sundays. I believe 2 weeks time. I don't know, Championship. You're in the Discord. Just look under the schedule, you animal. I know you're lazy. So am I. as those two are about to come out of pit lane. I'm very curious to see where. There goes Bo. Bo goes flying by both drivers at speed as Diablo and Fatal are on cold tires, so it's gonna be a hot minute before they get really back to the pace. But Diablo says, I don't care, and is all over the back of Bo. That is amazing driving. Heavy under braking into the bus stop as Diablo is using all of the track and is literally attached to the back of Bo's tailgate as they head through the carousel now. Oh, I need to load my... You're back to watching a three-car battle for what is now second? Third through fourth. So these guys are literally just fighting for a podium position at the moment with less than 20 laps to go in this race. There's a car off behind the pace truck there. I didn't quite see who that was. Back, I believe that's Type. Yes, Type is back behind that truck. Out on track. With just 4 minutes to go before competition caution. If we remain green flag running, they will get a full course yellow, which is coming up shortly. Very shortly. Check the schedule here for you. The time. Which I really don't have the time. Check. Chew. This weekend is the Watkins Glen. Next weekend is Formula E and NASCAR Truck Series at Homestead. And then November 17th is the Endurance GT at Suzuka Circuit. So look forward to that one. A little bit of a break for practice. Yes, it's at Suzuka. I just said 17th is correct. What is Stripe's fuel at? Ooh, let's take a look. I know he's out front at the moment. 41.8% with... How do I math? 15 laps to go. I don't know, he's cutting it close, but if he's got this big of a lead, he could technically... he doesn't seem to be full throttle through the carousel as he was before. He could be clutching it, we'll see. Yes, Homestead next weekend in the trucks is going to be mighty. V8's trucks in an oval. It was fun in the preseason shootout. It's gonna be fun again. Alright, let's jump back to this three-way battle here because this is some great racing between Diablo, Bo, and Fatal. Oh, you think he's gonna make it? He might make it. It's close. I wouldn't trust that math, but it'll be close. Hello, everybody joining the stream, by the way. This is round 2 of the NASCAR Truck Series by the Paddock Racing. All of our races are up on YouTube. If you want to watch... Oh, somebody goes wide there. I'm not sure who that was. Or if they have any damage. Was that Bo? That was Bo who slammed high on the wall. No damage, so he got away pretty safe on that one, but he is a little squirrely. Must have hot tires at the moment. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jordan. Always glad to have another follow. You have 1 minute left. As Stripes goes into pit lane. Stripes pulled into pit lane. Stripes in pit lane. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. As that was a power move. Actually, that was a great timing because now everybody is going to take advantage of the yellow flag caution, and that's going to put him in prime position to the end of the race. But a lot of those drivers already did their caution. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a move. It's a move for sure. We'll see how it pays off. And that's it. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Pits are closed. Yep, yellow flag is out. Pits are closed. Yeah, we'll see. Country is just now leaving pit lane, so he darted in pits before the yellow came out. He's good to go to the end. Stripes made his dive into pit lane, so he's good. Not sure if Type has already made his pit stop. We'll check. Okay. We'll see who pits under caution. This is really throwing a curveball into the strategy. Carousel. Back straight. Short shoot. No. I believe they've done 3 pit stops so far? 2. 3 or 2 pit stops, huh? Oh, yeah. So some have done 2 pit stops and some have done 4 pit stops. Say anything because I'm on driver's radio. You guys can take a gander at whatever it is stuff. Oops. Yeah. It's open this time by from race control. We'll see who dives in. We'll see who dives in. You're going to 83. just to see who dives in pit lane. Watson Fatal dive in. And Type makes his way by. As Diablo takes the lead of the field. Really wish we had a pace truck. Yeah, we'll. Yeah, this sanctioned caution is really throwing things through a loop. Champ, you can't be biased for your teammates. You're not even in this series. Pleb. He's dead over. Yes. Shh. You shush, Bo. You shush. I don't know what happened to him. I messaged him in Discord, but I've had nothing back. Champ, is there anything in Discord? I can't check my phone right now. Well, Stripes has no mic, but I know he can hear us. But Championship is rooting for you, Stripes. Now we got some real money moves being thrown around in chat of who should win. I don't know. Next time, bye everybody. If Black responded to me. I have my phone. Yeah. Got Trojan in the chat at the moment. No, okay, thank you. We'll get off that. That's ka-chow. Oh. Apparently, Diablo, you're playing Rise of the Tomb Raider according to your friends list. Yep. Let me know when you guys are heading through the last turn. Hello, everybody. Joining the race. Last few laps here before the end of the 80 laps of the Paddock Sim Racing's NASCAR Truck Series at Watkins Glen Short. Double up now. Calm before the storm. That is the back of a tailgate. Pretty. Green flag, all cars are green flag. As they head through the last corner, and they're thundering away down the front straight, immediately spreading out, trying to get advantage of one another here as they head across the line into turn one. Still too wide, possibly 3 wide under braking. I can't really tell because the camera angles are horrible. Still too wide, following through as Diablo takes the inside line away from pretty much everybody and remains out front. Still too wide, 2 rows deep, right behind Diablo. Not many cars left on track, but what a race this is. As Bo and Big Country blocking the road for, oh, Stripes now. Out in third with Country right behind him as Fatal, oh, that seemed a little aggressive, but everyone's pointing in the right direction. Fatal pushing hard, trying to gain back a few spots as Country gets a little loose through the carousel, slowing down both Watts and Fatal. Jump back up front a little bit further to see what's going on between Bo and Stripes as Bo looks through the inside line on Stripes. A little bit of bumping and rubbing going through the last final corners. Diablo is still out in the clean air. Stripes made it by, now on the run to Diablo with just 7 laps remaining in this 80-lap race. As Bo all over the back of Stripes as Country goes wide right behind them. Diablo still out in the clean air, but for how long, who knows? Oh, getting rough through the top of the hill as Bo looks to the inside line through the bus stop. Heavy braking as he lets Stripes through for second place. Bo falls in behind, but Watts barreling through the bus stop, smoking his tires on the way out. This is a great show. As they're pushing so hard, lighten up the tires as they head through the short chute into the last couple corners here. As we're on board with Bo in third, as the whole field is now pretty much spread out nice and even like. Oh, as Type Russ fell back from this pack as Stripes now barrels towards Diablo as the heavy braking zone of turn 1, very tricky. Stripes is great on the brakes in these machines, reeling in Diablo by a few car lengths every lap. Diablo has the better of the lines through the S's as they head down the long straight. But Stripes has the draft on Diablo. Now doesn't get away with any kind of maneuver there. Bo hurtling his Ford through the bus stop, right behind them. Ooh, looks like he went a little wide, leaving the door open for Watts. Closing the door so no pass can be made on him. There's just too many good battles to witness right now. The battle between Diablo, Stripes, Bo, and Watts. Or the battle between Country and Fatal. Take your pick, there's a battle to be had. Right on board with Bo at the moment, who is being tailgated by Watts. Just 5 laps remaining here in this race. Woof, woof, woof. And brake zone into the bus stop one more time. These guys are pushing crazy hard. Diablo's still out in front with Stripes right behind him. But Bo and Watts not letting them go. Country doing a great job himself maintaining a lead in front of Fatal. Trying his damnedest to pull up to the battle of Watts and Bo. As Stripes looks to the outside of Diablo, getting the pass done through the last corner. Diablo falls back to second. Hopefully he doesn't lose a lot of speed as Watts looks to the inside of turn 1 on Bo as they're literally side by side. And Bo gets the advantage coming out of 1 into the uphill S's. Getting real squirrely with each other. taking the arrow off of the cars, going through the uphill. With just 4 laps remaining heavy into the brake zone here. Nobody making a move as Diablo has a bit of a wiggle through the bus stop, maintaining track position, not to let Bo by, but that brought Watts right up to his tailgate, literally touching each other as they head through the carousel. No room to be had between them. Bo got a great run on Diablo out of the carousel, can't get a move done on Diablo though. No position to be had there as Watts looks to the inside of the last corner on Bo, riding the curb, getting a little wild, not getting the pass done on that time around with just 3 laps remaining. These guys are pushing really hard. Who is going to make a mistake? If there will be a mistake to be had, as Fatal looks like he's bringing Country back into reins as Stripes, once he got by, he set his sails. We'll see you guys next week. What a race to be had here. That competition caution brought everything back to an unbelievable level as Bo had a great run through the bus stop, bringing Diablo back into reins. Nobody's going to make a move just yet. Gotta set up the corner. Everybody's just trying to remain alive to the end of the race. Make a move on the last lap or do a setup. Looks like got a little bit of a wiggle there. No speed lost from it though. Watts all over the back of Bo. Right on board with him for the time being. It's all over the back of Bo. Make a move into the bus stop. No, he's gonna fall in. Stripes a little slow through that back straight there, letting Diablo catch up for a sec. Yeah. Not sure what happened there, if he had an incident or if he just kind of getting his wits about him for the end of the race as they're about to have a white flag. Oh, no, they got 1 more lap. 2 more laps remaining now. Next time by will be white flag. As Bo is now all over the back of Diablo. They're literally a train once again. There was an incident between Fatal and Country. Didn't get to see any of that go down, so we'll see what happens there. Diablo getting super close to that inside wall through the bus stop. This time by will be white flag flying. Let's see who makes a move on this last lap. Right now it's Stripes out in front of this battle with Diablo in second, riding on board with Bo. Watts right there in 4th, hungry for a podium position. We'll see who is eligible to make a move as the heavy braking into turn 1. Watts all over the tailgate of Bo. Watts goes wide, looking for that line. Diablo got a great run at the beginning of the S's. Not a fan. I don't know. He might make a move coming into the carousel on Bo. But Bo has a great run through the bus stop almost every time. But he goes wide. He goes wide, causing a little bit of a drift there. Not really gaining any time. But he definitely lost a little bit of momentum through the end of the bus stop there, as Stripes out in front of these guys has plenty of room to bring home the checkered flag. Heavy brake zone for these two, as Watts may set up for a final corner pass. He's going outside line on Big Bo. Couldn't quite do an over-under, as Stripes crosses, Diablo crosses, and Bo in third, Watts in fourth, as we'll ride on board with Fatalist. He also crosses the line in fifth overall. Country bringing up sixth. Seventh is actually it's Country gonna bring home. Stripes takes the win. Provisional win, as Country comes across the line in sixth place, doing well for team points. And they will line up for grid position. And that will be the I Heart New York 200 at Watkins Glen, the Paddock Racing's NASCAR Truck Series. That is round 2, everybody, with LSEM Stripes taking the checkered flag, the top step. Second is Diablo. Third will be Big Bo. That was a phenomenal race, everybody. Stay tuned next weekend for another round. Oh, hang on, let me calm to these guys real quick. Yes, I got order on screen. So stay tuned next weekend for another round of the Paddock Racing's NASCAR Truck Series at Homestead Oval. That's going to be a great race to watch. As well as next weekend we have our Formula E Series, which is in the afternoon for us US, which is 1:30 Eastern Standard Time for qualifying, and even 6:30, 7 o'clock for the European crowd. That will be Formula E short, or at Hockenheim short. 3-round sprints with a reversed 3rd-round grid, which is a lot of fun and a lot of cool battles to be had. It's a smaller field. We only had a few drivers last race, but the first one went well. That was at Homestead. Look forward to those races. Follow us on social media, on Twitter, and head over to our website if you're interested in any of our series. All of our races from Twitch go archived up on YouTube in their respective playlists. If you're interested, go check those out and give us a little subscribe there. That does nothing but help us help you for all of the racing. And Paddock Sim Racing is always looking for drivers, so if you want to stay racy, you can always join us, join our Discord. We're a huge family. About fast, clean racing. If you're a clean driver, I'm all about it. No matter how fast you are, we'll make you fast. When drivers come in, not so fast, they leave very fast. So, we'll see you guys next weekend. Happy racing, everybody.